Hey, what is up, ladies and gentlemen of the YouTubeverse? I'm gonna take my glasses off real quick. It's the glare. Hello, what's up? I am coming to you right now. Fun little stuff, talking about things. Tank is clearing up real good. Y'all can actually see things a little bit better. I put a couple of the Mopani wood pieces back in. The plant's still there doing its thing. And over here, it's got a lot of glare and stuff. Tonight, when it darkens, I'll do a video on how the tank's clearing. That Anacharis growing in nice. I put the fern back. You see that little fern right there? Put that back up there because it kept getting knocked up and started floating around. So, but I am coming out today to y'all. Not coming out. That's a weird way to say that. I'm coming to you out here, in the house, not outside the house. I don't know. I picked a very weird way to start this video. And I'm not restarting it because I just started it. So we're already, almost a minute in? Let it ride. But I'm coming to y'all, I guess is what I was trying to say, to talk about something that I have noticed that there's still this silly trend with things, man. So, Minecraft movie, wonderful job with its ratings and everything. I have not seen it. It's kind of, brought out after. Like the audience, yeah, I'm after the target audience when Minecraft was really big and stuff, when it was first coming out. I was pretty much in college by that time, so I was playing a lot of other games and stuff. I was actually in college at that time doing tournaments with Marvel vs. Capcom 3, and at the time it was Tekken. Goodness, I want to say 6. It was 5 or 6. No, 6 is one out now, so it'd be 5. But no, I mostly play Marvel vs. Capcom. I dabbled with the Tekken, I dabbled with the Soul Calibur that was out at the time, but I don't remember exactly which Tekken it was right now, which is bad. It shows you how much I actually played Tekken. But my bigger things was the Street Fighter 3, and I was playing a lot of Marvel vs. Capcom 3, is what I was doing. So those were my two big games at that time. But the Minecraft movie, back to that. Wonderful job with the movie. We're not talking about the movie itself. We're more talking about the audience. And I've been seeing a few things and stuff on far as like a article on this where teenagers are absolutely trashing the place and making a mess. And there are parents and stuff defending it, of course. Obviously, you don't want your young one getting in trouble or being oppressed by people online. You're going to step up for them, which is dope. Kudos to you being a dope parent for that, standing up for your kid. But at the same point, these kids are wasting a lot of food, and you need to put yourself in the shoes of the person who has to clean up the mess. I mean, they're doing their job, and on a regular day, their job does not include all of that stuff. Because I've seen popcorn, shoes left behind, drinks dumped on seats. Like, that is actual damages that janitors can't clean up when you're pouring stuff into cushioned seats. It can cause mold, it can cause all sorts of like mildew smell and stuff too. If it's not mold, the mildew smell and whatnot, I understand it's a bad smell. I actually do not have a sense of smell. So, if you did not know, I've said it a few times before, I don't have a sense of smell. So, when it comes to being respectful at these movies and stuff, teenager or not, when I was a teenager and I went to see these movies, I remember us throwing our stuff away. Did we make a mess? Yeah, I'm sure we probably did. I'm sure we spilled popcorn. I think I remember at one time in late high school, early college, I might have was throwing popcorn at the person right in front of me who was a friend of mine or something like that. I get that. I was a kid too. And parents defending silly stuff like that, I get that. But when you're looking at some of these pictures and it's just the blatant disregard for the food and the money spent on the food, because that stuff's expensive. And I'm seeing like full drinks, full tubs of popcorn just gone all over the floor. Like, they don't give a flying hoot about what the heck they be doing out there. And it's probably not even their money, unless they're like myself or some other people out there who started working as young as 16 and stuff. 14, some people work younger than me. I started at 16. I started working. But Some people might actually have their job, and I bet you those kids that have jobs and go to these things aren't the one throwing their money around. They're actually spending it carefully. I'm just getting at a respect thing again. The trend of acting boisterous and destroying things just because you're young and wild will catch up to you. You gotta be careful with yourself as a young person, because life is not gonna give you breaks like you think. You see a lot of people on the TV, a lot of people on these streams and stuff, TikTok, YouTubes, all that stuff, the Twitch and Kick and all that. I mean, you can see how they get away with it for a bit, but it always catch up. So please understand that 15 minutes of fame, so to speak, is not worth your life and what your life is going to be like, because you will lose job opportunities if your name is signaled out to be one of these obnoxious people out there. The views and stuff only gets you so far. The business world, the career world, the things out there. I mean, even look at the members who did Jackass. Those guys, Knoxville and all them, they've calmed down. And those who didn't, they struggle in some, with some sort of addiction or something, or, not every member of that team made it to this time, So, even wild, fun stuff like that, pranks and things are okay to a degree. Don't hurt people or make people feel bad about it. I mean, pranks can be done in innocence, and ultimately no one feels harm or foul over it. But again, I'm just getting at this. I feel like I'm a repeating record, man, because I've done a video like this before talking about the younger folk and how I get you, but take it from a dude in his mid-30s, because I'm not exactly old, but I'm not exactly super young either. Take it from someone who's lived it and didn't think I'd live to this age, to be real, because let's face it, my college years, I put stuff in my body I probably never should have. So the fact I'm here still is amazing. I didn't think I would be. I am. And I'm using that knowledge. I'm using my silly mistakes to let you guys know you need to chill. And you need to be respectful. I understand having fun, being a kid, being young. Do that. Absolutely do that. But if you're going to be something outrageous, don't involve others. When you're spending your parents' money and literally throwing it all over the floor and the seats, when you're making someone's life and job so much harder on a daily because you want to be young, that's not being young, that's being just kind of a bad person in that regard, in my personal opinion. And I'm not calling you a bad person if you've done stuff like that. I've done silly things in my life too. I'm calling you a bad person if you realize you've been that way, you see that, and you still refuse to grow from it. And, sometimes just a little bit like this. I had some people, adults, sit like this with me and be like, hey man, I'm gonna tell you from experience, you messing up. I understand where you're getting from. I understand you don't mean harm. I understand that you just trying to have fun. But you gotta be careful. Sometimes it's good to kick back, chill with the friends you have, and not make a scene. And if you feel like you need to make a scene and be crazy, find you a spot where you're allowed to be that crazy and have fun like that. They have spots all out there now out there that'll let you do that. But there's a time and a place. So keep that in mind. Thank you for listening. Peace out.